Douglas on Friday, and we needed that. We needed that because that was a really competitive game and a great game to be at. But once again, we're here to tell you guys thank you so much for what you do for Bethany Public Schools. Thank you for what you do for Bethany Girls Basketball. We love you guys. We support you guys. We know that every decision you make is looked through a magnifying glass, kind of like the same decisions that we make on and off the court. And it's super important for us to be able to say thank you for supporting us. So I think the girls have a little something here that they want to pass out to all you guys for your support.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
I love it.
There's probably one for Dr. Jasper.
Yeah.
And
Here, I'll
Lisa,
hold one
maybe.
for her. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Lisa's
mom.
nice. Yeah. We'll get it to her.
And then Dr. Jasper.
Believe. Okay. If I'm missing somebody, just holler. I have a couple more. So, but thank you so much,
Absolutely.
Dr. Billis. Thank you.
Congratulations. Ladies, I want to say too, thank you for taking some time. I know we got a lot of things going on that you guys could be at, so thank you for taking time, letting us honor you this way. But I want to say also, you know, you guys represented yourself off the court very well. I saw a lot of the interactions you had with little kids after games. I mean, you guys are like superstars to them, and they would run up to you and they would talk to you, and you guys took time to make an impact on them, give them time. And so, you know, I see you guys interacting in the school and being a part of things. So, not just on the court, but thank you for everything you do off the court as well. It's well-rounded for you guys to be successful on the court, but also to give back to kids in your school. So thank you for that too.
Item 4, recognition of the Bethany boys golf team for their Western Conference Championship win on April 1st.
All right, Coach Claver, I'm gonna let you speak about your boys a little bit. Tell us what's going on.
Thank you guys for letting us kind of come up here and recognize these guys. They've been really hard at work. The majority of them all came from different sports and everything, and ever since we've been here as like a full team, it's just been really competitive, really fun. But the championship that we did win is our conference championship. We shot on last Monday. We shot a team score of 301. So 301 was actually the lowest score that Bethany Golf has shot, and you know, led by an even par round by Wyatt Geisler and a bunch of other guys that played really well. And then actually that conference, I do a lot of, you know, just inputting scores and looking at different things, and it's by far the hardest conference in the state. Last I checked, it was 6 out of the top 12 teams in the state were all in our conference. So a really big feat. It's put us in a really great position moving forward. But you know, I just give it up to these guys. They put a ton of work in, and they really put their heads down. And even today, I even said, you know, with the rain and everything, we'll cut practice a little early, and I'm pretty sure all of them stayed probably about an hour later, just putting their heads down, working really hard. And I think that hard work has really shown up. And even last Thursday, after we shot the school record 301, we played in our own tournament and shot a 299 and broke 300 for the first time, and kind of broke that record as well. But I do want to say, on behalf of our golf team, thank you all so much for the support for the golf program, especially Dr. Bellows and Ms. Donnelly for letting us put in even just a putting green right there that we can use. I think that shows a ton of just great support from the community and you guys for the Bethany golf program, and I'm really excited to see kind of what that future holds. And I don't want that to be the only championship we win this year, so I'd like to win one. So thank you guys.
Awesome. And I'll say to that, we wouldn't put a putting green if no one came and asked. So thank you for advocating for your program, because that was not going to be on my mind. And you came and it was kind of like, well, we are putting a lot of turf out there. I guess that does kind of make sense a little bit. So, and I know there's been some other things you've asked for and gotten for your program. So thank you for advocating for them too.
Item 5, recognition of Mason Wyatt for nearing completion of CV Tech Certified Nurse Aide.
All right, so Mason, if you'll stand up, I'll say a little bit about this. We want to recognize you tonight because you've accomplished something that's very special to you, but you also represent something that's really, really important to us. You know, we always talk about preparing kids for college or for a career or for enlistment if that's what they choose to do. And, you know, a lot of kids think about college and they think about, you know, that next step for them. We're trying to get students to think about that career choice and just providing options for themselves. And so when I saw this story of you being a senior, having completed your Certified Nurses Aide class and course, and knowing that means technically you could go out there and work. Now, I think you've got some bigger plans and you plan on continuing that. But you are representative of an option for kids that we believe is a great option for a lot of kids, and just want to congratulate you on taking those classes. If you wanted to, you could leave this year, go get a job, and start a career. And we want kids to know that's possible for all of our students. So thank you so much for taking this on, for nearing completion of it, and I know you get there. And then I think you've got big plans. So what are your plans moving forward after this?
The plans from now are once I graduate from the CNA program, kind of gonna take the summer off, my last summer as a kid, you know. And then after that, I want to work down at the Children's Center as a CNA. And while I'm doing that, I want to go to OSU OKC and get my RN, so then I can be a traveling nurse, hopefully. So that's the goal.
That is so awesome to hear, because it's the connection of the Bethany Children's Center for us that we have, and the career opportunities we provide. I mean, it's all put together, and just thank you so much for letting us on you in this accomplishment, and we wish you the best in accomplishing all those things, and we know you're going to do it.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. Now, you guys are welcome to stay for the rest of the meeting if you would like to, but my guess is you may want to exit. Thank you, guys.
Congrats, everyone. Will, you sure you want to stay?
Thank you all for
Congratulations
coming.
to all of you.
Very
Thanks for
much.
coming.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming in. Thanks for reading the voice.
He just hugs me because I can.
Thank you. I know. She's the one that gives me money, so I gotta.
Congratulations.
You gonna be out there
See you in the morning.
tomorrow?
Yeah, you bet.
Yeah, I figured you would. I'll see you then. See you guys. Thanks.
Yes.
Consent agenda. 6A is the minutes. Did anybody have any changes? Comments on those? Next item is the approval of financial fund reports for the general fund, building fund, bond fund, and activity fund.
Let you guys look through those and see if you have any questions. Try to answer them if I can. Dr. Jasper did say the activity funds look good. Nothing concerning there.
I did see some, oh, it's projected, sorry. Some are projected, like negative, but that's only like, that's
I know they were small, but
very small. Yeah.
Is that on the, which one are you looking at?
it's when you look at the
Activity summary of
Right.
accounts 2.
so as you go through
Yeah.
individual ones, there are a few of them that project to be negative.
Probably their deposits weren't all in.
Yeah.
That's what I figured. That or an encumbrance was too big and it's going to be something like
Right.
that. But none of them were big negative.
No,
It was just,
and there was only 3 or 4.
yeah.
628 removed.
Yeah.
And just for the record, what do we feel like that probably is? What's
The
the negative numbers? Is just that the
yeah, just
deposits haven't been made,
Yeah.
possibly, is what that
About-
is?
about.
Okay.
They're probably just not in the system. They've made the deposits, but after they go to the bank every day, I have to bring them back and then manually put them in.
Okay.
So I'm not on top of each day. So I might be putting in a couple of days at a time. So it's probably just because they're not in the system.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
And it looked like her tracking was.
Yeah, their tracking is good. It's up a little bit. That's due to teacher raises, up from last year. But on the March function summary, there's a negative amount there that's pretty significant. But it's just money just needs to be moved from one place to another. So that'll happen. And then on the March tracking sheet, there's another large significant number, 967,000. That is when we put in the PO for the roof.
Yeah.
They did the full amount, and we don't want to encumber that full amount, so we backed that out to do just what we needed to. And they're working on the payment plan, so that's why that negative number is right there. But that'll be corrected as well.
Motion to approve item.
No, we're not done.
Nope, nope.
We gotta go through the others.
We got changes in the activity funds, so NJHS and hospitality. And then item 7 is the encumbrances. Do anybody have any questions on those?
It's not part of the consent agenda.
Oh, it's not?
Yeah, so-
Oh, we moved it out. Okay. Never mind. Up to the activity funds.
Okay, I make a motion to approve item 6A through C.
Second.
Roll call vote?
Jaggers.
Yes.
Palmer.
Yes.
Wallstad.
Yes.
Pettit.
Yes. Item 7, approve the encumbrances for the general fund on payroll 818 to 889 for $78,758.59. General fund payroll 70,000 through 70,708 for $13,123,482.28. And the change orders for the general fund encumbrances 54,640. Change orders for the sinking fund encumbrances $600. Now, questions from
How about 857 on the elementary security doors? I remember sometime back we had a conversation about that. What was it we did there?
Yeah, so we redid the south doors going out,
Yeah.
and we put the key fobs on them. But when we put the key fob on it, the way the door was set up, it has pins that go up and down. Well, it's not always the most secure. It's not as secure as it should be. It's not as secure as the main entrance door. It's secure and it locks and all those things, but there's some nuances with that door that you can unlock it with a key from the outside and it stays unlocked if you don't lock it back. And so it doesn't even go by the key. So there are just some things with that door that are concerning that we need to redo that door, put a center mullion on it to where it can lock to that instead of locking up and down. Because right now it's just relying on those pins engaging. So, and every time we're able to fix the problem, but it's too frequently there are issues, mechanical issues.
Thank you.
What did we do on PO 849, the high school workroom remodel?
So that is, that is what we're looking at doing. So right now, there's the teacher workroom in the back of the office, but Mrs. Martineau's office is a classroom right over here. And so we would like to get them into the office, and so we would change the teacher's workroom into two office spaces, and then move the teacher's workroom into this space. So it's just the contract work to make that happen. It gets our office staff all in the office and creates a different space for teachers. They'll still have access to those restrooms in there. We'll have a hallway and two offices. So again, just kind of reconfiguring where some people are that makes more sense having counselors.
So Ms. Melton would move into it? Or
I don't know exactly who will fill the two offices. She may stay where she's at.
Okay.
I think it's just trying to get offices for people who are not, maybe.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's good.
838, the hazardous waste disposal, paint and hand sanitizer.
I'm not exactly sure on that one, but I know there's probably something, maybe maintenance has a bunch of leftover paint cans, things like that have to be disposed of, and I'm guessing that's a little bit of a educated guess, but.
In 885, it looks like we got new trash cans for all. Is that for all of the athletic facilities? 56.
Yeah. So, if you go out to the baseball facility,
yeah.
there's like plastic trash cans that just blow with the wind, and they're just as cheap as you can get probably.
Yeah.
Then I also noticed there's not many of them. So if you're a fan coming out of the stands, maybe you're lucky and there's a trash can here, but maybe you're not lucky there. So it's just kind of a trash management and just, when people are coming up, where's the trash can? And we're both searching around trying to find out where the trash can is. We said, you know what, we need to, A, keep animals out of it, B, keep them stationary where they can stay. So these are nice canisters that hold the trash cans you put in, and then have a cover to keep rain out, keep animals out. And then we need that for baseball. We can share that with baseball, softball.
Sure.
But then the football field, same thing over there. Really, right now they're all flipped upside down so the wind doesn't blow them away. And so they're nice. They look nice. They will stay. They'll be covered and protected. We just think it'll be a better look for those facilities.
Fantastic.
What are the orchestra pit charges?
Music.
Concert.
I guess.
Oh, paying people,
Miss, probably.
guest performers.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Is there anything on the change order that needs to be highlighted?
A little bit of an upcharge on the turf charges. Is that right?
I believe that's right.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Everything else pretty minor except for the roofs. Oh, that's where we backed out the roof amount.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Have a motion for 7.
Motion to approve item number 7.
Second.
Shaggers.
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
Palmer.
Yes.
Williston.
Yes.
Pettit.
Yes. Item 8. Discussion possible action on the fiscal year 25 temporary appropriations application.
So again, this is pretty similar numbers to last year. We're very appreciative to get this early, and so we're grateful for that. But again, very, very similar to last year.
Make a motion to approve item 8.
Second?
Roll call vote.
Jaggers.
Yes.
Palmer.
Yes.
Wallstad.
Yes.
Pettit.
Yes. Item 9, discussion possible action on adding a certified assistant band director position.
All right, well, I'm glad Mr. Sharp is here. I may let him talk here in a second, but generally I'll tell the board, you know, this is really a continuation from even last summer when we had a lot of conversation about our chorus program and adding a position there. Through more conversations and leading, we have seen the benefits of that for that program, and we also have currently an assistant in band, and we don't have an assistant in orchestra, but as far as it relates to band, we also have talked about that assistant position, and in conversation with Mr. Sharp, knowing we needed 2 people helping in that room, Mr. Sharp brought a lot of ideas of things that could happen that aren't able to currently happen to help him, help the program, if it was a certified position. And again, it's trying to enhance our programs, which is, for me, a really easy thing to consider when you see all the success that they're having, and when somebody is succeeding and showing that they're willing to do everything they can to enhance the program. It's a much easier conversation when they come and say, this could further enhance it. So Mr. Sharp, if you don't mind, you shared some things about what this can do for the program. Will you share that with the board as well?
Absolutely. First of all, thank you. I wasn't planning on speaking tonight. I just wanted to be here to listen and observe. But I don't mind bragging about my kids. It's always a joy to talk about the successes that they're having. Numbers-wise, when you count in the music appreciation numbers, we are right up there with orchestra numbers and just a little shy of the choir numbers. When you also factor in the idea of the concession stand operations that we do on Friday nights, the amount of hours that go into that, we are factoring in, we just plan on it, 25 to 30 hours each week that it's a home game. So those are 25 to 30 hours extra outside of our day. And that's making the multiple trips to Sam's and picking the stuff up, getting the stuff stocked, organizing and managing the parents and getting them the volunteer information out and getting that all organized and managed. And then there's the teaching on top of all of that. That needs to go on the extra hours of the marching program that happened in the fall. And then we just carried that on through the other extra fundraisers that we do, and all the competition schedule in the spring that we do. When you add everything all up, we're doing 45 to 50 public performances every year. And that's a lot of work and a lot of movement, a lot of travel time, a lot of uniform and equipment preparation. Having that second person would help me in the way that I can distribute the workload and teaching workload in addition to some of the logistical workload that will go with that. And just spur of the moment off the top of my head, those are some of the areas that I've mentioned here that we're rolling up our sleeves and putting the elbow grease to. Could use a partner helping them with a lot of that. So that's just, do you have any other questions that maybe I can expand on?
That was great, thank you. And certainly if you have questions. I would add that, looking at the position, also one thing I think about is the consistency of the position. And if you have a teacher assistant at support pay, you're going to have a lot of turnover in that position. And I think we also saw the opportunity to maybe have some more consistency for our students, for our program, if we were able to make this a certified position as opposed to a support position. So,
yeah, no question, just certainly a comment that it's been fantastic to watch your band grow. Obviously, the biggest visibility at times for the community is Friday night, and what we've seen over the last several years has been spectacular. So thanks for all you've done with that.
Yeah.
Glad that this opportunity to provide you some support.
I appreciate
Watch how hard you work out there.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yes, thank you.
thank you, Mr. Sharp.
Motion to approve item 9.
Second.
Roll call vote.
Jaggers.
Yes.
Palmer.
Yes.
Wallstad.
Yes.
Pettit.
Yes. Item 10, discussion possible action to add an orchestra teaching assistant position.
Okay, so similar idea here. A little bit different in conversation as far as this is a support position, which currently orchestra does not have or has not had a teaching assistant in the class. And we've had a lot of conversations about that over the years. I know even as elementary principal previously, there are some differences. Mrs. Mann has even told me between band and orchestra, and just when you talk about marching band, you talk about some of the things that are involved with that. And certainly where this benefits their program is anything from tuning, as you're first getting started. I'm going to pretend like I know, just trying to think of conversations, but sectionals and trying to break out to where I can focus with a group and someone else can focus with a group, and that allows us to kind of specialize in that way. Well, right now Mrs. Mann is not able to do that very well or very efficiently. The other thing that is loosely tied to this is, we'd love to get kindergarten orchestra back, and that's something we have to work within scheduling, but certainly that adds a whole nother layer to it that doesn't really affect middle school, high school, and competition, things like that, but it's just a real neat program. We've got instruments that we haven't been able to utilize the last several years because we just don't have a teacher, and we cannot hire a teacher to do that. A lot of this has to do with a lot of shuffling around of some things that we're talking about to provide more opportunities. That's one of those things. Now again, that may not work in the schedule, so that's not exactly why we're doing this, but it does maybe present the opportunity to at least look at it and explore whether it's a possibility. And we hope, whether it's this year, next year, that is also something we're able to add back into that program. But certainly Ms. Mann also has done an amazing job. She is very well respected across the state. She is the OKMEA president, which doesn't always happen for an orchestra teacher. A lot of times that will go to a chorus or a band teacher, and so she represents Bethany, but also orchestra programs around the state in that role, and certainly this will help grow her program, so we're excited to help her out in this way.
Motion to approve item number 10.
Second.
Roll call vote.
Jaggers.
Yes.
Palmer.
Yes.
Wallstead.
Yes.
Pettit.
Yes. Item 11, discussion and possible action regarding the opioid abatement grant application resolution and rules.
So this is a continuation of a process that we've been in. Again, we are partnering with Southern Nazarene University and the city in part on this. This is a grant that the board had approved to submit the grant. That grant was then created through a partnership with Southern Nazarene University and ourselves, primarily through the Renew Counseling Program there. You can see the details in the grant. It's a lot of information, but really what we're doing tonight is we have to approve, this board has to approve that yes, we are committed to these programs as they decide whether or not to approve our grant. The amount is not insignificant. We're not talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars. I think it's around $20,000. But we have to submit that this board has seen this grant and approves of the services that would be provided within the grant for that process to move forward. So that has to be submitted by the 18th of April, and so we wanted to get that on the agenda. Again, it's a lot of things that we've talked about within the program itself. It's counseling for our students if they have addiction. We hope to use this a lot with students as we engage in them, whether it's addiction we've learned through students who are vaping or other types of things. Just as we come across, we want to provide another option as opposed to just you're in trouble, you're suspended, you're that we want to provide help to alleviate some of that addiction for them and get them on the right track. And SNU's program would provide that for us as a partnership with what we also do at school.
Motion to approve the application projects in the opioid abatement grant.
Second.
Roll call vote.
Jaggers.
Yes.
Palmer.
Yes.
Wallstead.
Yes.
Pettit.
Yes. Item 12, discussion and possible action to approve the following contracts agreements for fiscal year 25. A, E-rate. B, Dr. Kelly, how do you pronounce her last name? Farquhar?
That's great.
Speaker for SLP Conference 2025. And C, BMS Oklahoma School Pictures contract.
Just a question in regard to the picture contracts. So this same group we use for the security as well, correct? For IDs and such?
I want to make sure I say this right. We use Safe School ID, and I want to say that you're correct.
That's a part of her.
It's similar people. I don't know if they're directly, the companies are directly connected.
Okay.
But I think
Yeah, it is the same guy.
it's the same guy.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
The same guy.
Okay.
I don't know if he's doing it as Oklahoma School Pictures or if he's doing it as a separate. That's what I'm not sure about.
And Oklahoma School Pictures is who we've used in the past, the most recent past. I mean, I know we've used several different ones. But
Correct.
okay. Thank you. Motion to approve item 12.
Second.
Roll call vote.
Jaggers,
Yes.
Palmer,
Yes.
Wallstad.
Yes.
Pettit.
Yes. Item 13, discussion possible action to approve the following out-of-town, out-of-state overnight trips. A, boys golf to attend the regional golf tournament on April 30th, 2024 through May 1st. Location to be determined on April 12th, 2024. To be paid for with golf activity count. B, boys golf if qualified to attend the state golf tournament on May 4th through the 7th. 2024 at Shangri-La Resort, Monkey Island, Oklahoma, to be paid for with the golf activity account.
Motion to approve item 13.
Second?
Roll call vote.
Jaggers.
Yes.
Palmer,
Yes.
Wallstad,
Yes.
Pettit.
Yes. Item 14, staff reports.
How was the solar eclipse the other day for the elementaries? Good?
It was great. It was awesome. It was so fun. Teachers were wanting to go out early and stay late. Like, it was interesting just to see the excitement, and even I learned, I did not realize it would cool down slightly. So it was fun. I'd been out there before and then came back. So it was fun, and getting to see Mrs. Stewart's passion and how she went through all the campuses and coordinating everything. It was really, really fun. So it was a great experience. I don't know about you
I will
guys.
say I was a little concerned about some of our kiddos that come over from Bethany Children's Health Center. Like, are they going to leave the glasses on? And they were just like, they loved being outside. They kept their glasses on, so that was fun.
So how did it go all the way up through middle school and high school? Were they equally
Middle
as
school,
excited?
You know, they didn't act like they thought it was going to be a big deal and kind of cool to go out there. And once they got out there, it was great. It was kind of like the children said. They left their glasses on. They were looking at it, and so it was really cool to see that they were following the rules and doing what they're supposed to do.
Well, similar experience. You know, I would say to anybody, it's unique in Bethany because not all school districts in the high school level do this. Talking to friends outside of Bethany, they, like, you know, maybe a science class would go out, maybe Earth, whatever class, but not everybody. Like, everybody at the high school got glasses. Everybody went outside. If they wanted to stay inside, they could. But I mean, it was 98%, 99% attended. It's just really cool to see that doesn't happen other places. So we're lucky. Ms. Stewart did a great job. She really spearheaded all of it. She was great.
And I'd have to thank the community too, because we had some donations initially. We were going to fall a little bit short. We just chipped in the rest, which was easy. Easy decision to make. But again, Ms. Stewart really spearheaded the initial thought of that, and then once it gained that momentum, it was like, we can't stop it now. So let's get everybody classes and let them go enjoy it. So I think it was a great experience for them all.
Set it up nicely for 20 years from now. You know,
Yeah,
that's right.
That's right.
I see SWAT week on everyone's list. And
Yep.
it's great to see all of the signs out. I know on my walks in the evening I saw all the signs, and great to recognize, I think, our community and the people that are willing to support these things. And so businesses to have those signs out there for them it's important. It is very important, and in multiple spots, so not just in one. So that's great.
A lot of sponsors. I know that probably took some time to get that all organized and set up.
Yeah, Kimbrough and Cagle are just superstars. I mean, they work hard and they really put a lot of emphasis on the kids to help them. And so, you know, as much as Kimbrough and Cagle kind of oversee everything, it's really the kids. It's student driven. You know, they're the ones who go out and ask and reach out and contact. It's just been really cool to see.
Anything else?
State testing's around the corner, huh? Everybody's ready.
Next week, ready or not.
We got the star mints ready and ready to go.
ACT's tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hard to believe.
Item 15, proposed executive session. Do I have a motion?
Motion to go into executive session?
Second.
Roll call vote.
Jaggers.
Yes.
Palmer.
Yes.
Wolstad.
Yes.
Pettit.
Yes. Back in open session. During the executive session, only the members of the board and the superintendent were present. The only items discussed were those listed on the agenda, and no votes were taken.
Right. Motion to approve the employment of certified administrative personnel in addendum A for the 24-25 school year.
Second?
Roll call vote.
Jaggers,
Yes.
Palmer,
Yes.
Wallstad,
Yes.
Pettit,
Yes.
Motion to approve the employment of support administrative personnel in addendum B for the 24-25 school year.
Second.
Roll call vote.
Jaggers,
Yes.
Palmer,
Yes.
Wallstad,
Yes.
Pettit,
Yes.
Motion to approve the employment of regular certified personnel in addendum C for the 24-25 school year.
Second.
Roll call vote.
Jaggers,
Yes.
Palmer,
Yes.
Wallstad,
Yes.
Pettit,
Yes.
Motion to approve the employment of temporary certified personnel in addendum D for the 24-25 school year.
Second.
Roll call vote.
Jaggers,
Yes.
Palmer,
Yes.
Wallstad,
Yes.
Pettit,
Yes.
21, is that where we are?
I think you're on.
I think we're on 20.
Yep, we're on 20.
20?
Mhm.
Sorry, I skipped one thing. Motion to approve the employment of extra duty personnel in addendum E for the remainder of the 23-24 school year and for the 24-25 school year.
Second?
Roll call vote.
Jaggers,
Yes.
Palmer,
Yes.
Wallstad,
Yes.
Pettit,
Yes.
And motion to approve the resignation of regular personnel in addendum F.
Second.
Roll call vote.
Jaggers,
Yes.
Palmer,
Yes.
Wallstad,
Yes.
Pettit,
Yes. Item 22, informational items.
Yes, got a couple things here. First, we would like to congratulate our District Teacher of the Year, Miss Ashley Dotterman. She serves as a library media specialist in the elementary and middle school. We had great Teacher of the Year in every building. Ms. Dotterman has been here a long time and does a great job for us. So we have been celebrating her and will continue to celebrate her, but she's a great representative of Bethany Public Schools and all of the awesome educators that we have. So we congratulate her. And then just want to remind everybody that we will have the end of year staff cookout on May 15th. And we would like to invite you guys to come and join us. Our staff will be eating throughout the day, have a good cookout, and so feel free to come and join us for that as well.
Item 23, board member comments.
I just want to say thanks to everyone who's been, doing interviews for new folks and reaching out to new folks to come and recruiting them to come work with us. I know it's a lot of work on top of what you do in your daily schedule, so I appreciate that.
Superintendent's report.
Very good. Sorry guys, it's long. But we got a lot to celebrate. I want to say thank you to our administrators, principals, district level admin. Hiring you guys back was an easy decision. And I would tell you all coming into this year, obviously a lot of new faces and a lot of new places, and couldn't imagine it having gone any better than it did. The way you guys work together, the way you guys work with us, the way you work with others. Couldn't be happier with the team that we have and have formed, and glad all of you are here. So thank you for everything you do. A lot of hard work goes into that. Extracurricular activities. Soccer is in the middle of their season. They're currently 3-0 in district play and currently ranked number 1 in 4A. Girls are currently 2-1 in district play and currently ranked 5 in 4A. Baseball has a record of 13-8 on the year. They're currently tied for first in 4A district standings. They will face Blanchard on the 15th and 16th for the district title. Track, we had Cole Powell set the Bethany track meet record in the 3,200 meter run over the weekend at the Bethany Invitational. That's the third fastest in the state this year. Sarah Herring set the new school record for discus throw, 121 feet 8 inches. The original record was 119 feet 1 inches, and that is the second best throw in the state. Morgan Pennington tied the school record in pole vault, vaulting 10 feet 6 inches. This is the second best vault in the state this year. And middle school already has broken 8 school records by 7th and 8th grade track teams this year. So a lot of good things happening there. Of course, we recognized golf earlier today, and we heard a lot about them and their success. The boys are currently ranked number 2 in the state, and the girls are currently ranked number 11 in the state. And we saw that they have broken some records on their team scoring, doing a great job. And then cheer just made it to state in stunt, and they are the number 1 seed in the West, and that will happen next Tuesday at OBU. And if you haven't been to a cheer stunt competition, you've got to go. It's a battle. 2 schools do the same routine, and they say who does better, and then they pick another routine and they go at it. I mean, it's something else, and I think this is new for us this year, and it's a lot of fun to watch. Band, I want to commend them. We had high school earned excellent ratings at State Concert Band Festival. Middle school band students earned all superior ratings at Solo and Ensemble Festival. Orchestra Middle School earned straight superior ratings in stage performance, superior ratings in sight reading, and Outstanding Achievement Award. High school earned superior ratings in stage performance at state contest, excellent ratings in sight reading, Outstanding Achievement Award, and 13 solo ensembles qualified for state solo and ensemble competition, and they go to state on Tuesday. That may have been on. District solo ensemble, this is for choir. Middle school took 5 solos to district, and all 5 received superior ratings. High school took 12 solos and 4 ensembles, and 9 solos and 2 ensembles qualified for state. And then the state choir contest, high school treble 2 received an excellent rating on both concert and sight reading. Freshman mixed received an excellent rating in concert and superior rating in sight reading. And high school mixed 1, treble 1, and men's choir all received superior ratings in both concert, sight reading, which also won them sweepstakes with accents. And then Nashville, they just got back from Nashville, where they received a superior rating and won their class. Also, they were invited to perform at Carnegie Hall and invited to attend a gold festival. So I think that was a good trip for them in Nashville. Talking about some of the schools, we talked about SWAT Week. I just commend the job they've done with the program. I got to hear a little bit of Mrs. Tackett's speech to the kids. I thought that was a great touch to make that connection with the kids of what we're raising money for. And then also, if you just walk the halls and take some time if you have a chance to, unbelievable how they transformed this place into just an awesome place to raise money and join together in doing that. Also want to just let you know that cross country was recognized at the state capitol last week, and had a chance to go see that. And after it was over, Representative West texted me and said, you know, it was great to honor your kids, but I had so many legislators come afterwards and talk to me about how professional and how polite they were. They were all in suits and purple ties. I mean, they were all matching. They represented us well, and other legislators talked to Representative West, and she took the time to text me and say, I want you to know this is, so they represented Bethany well, and we talked about being the face of Bethany, and they did very well in that, being honored there. And then our all-school musical is April 25th, 26th, and 27th. It is Once Upon a Mattress. Looking forward to those performances. And then finally, I would like to welcome Mr. Brandon Nyberg to Bethany as our first full-time activities director. Mr. Nyberg has been the AD for Sealing for 12 years. During that time, under his leadership, Sealing has won 10 state titles, and they've also been state runner-up twice, among many other accolades. And the thought of combining the success that he has had in his career with the success we have had in Bethany is very, very exciting for Bethany Public Schools. So I would like to welcome you, Mr. Nyberg, to Bethany Public Schools. And that is my report.
We are adjourned.
Okay.